Hey. Mm. Hey guys, welcome in. All right. So today we're going to do two videos. The first one is one for my students. We are doing this new reset series and it starts today. So I'm going to actually do a video walking them through the reset series. And I figured since I'm coming on live, I'll let you get a sneak peek as well. And then I want to do a video about what happened last week. I know I told you guys that I had lost $400,000 last week on a Netflix trade. Well, it was the week before last on a Netflix trades. I want to give you the update of what I traded last week and then where we're at going into this week. I will give you a sneak peek. I almost threw up last week when Meta reported, and then I felt almost just as throw up-ish today when Palantir reported, mainly because I was not in them and they jumped and did really well and I was not in the trade. So we got to regroup and talk about that. So anyway, first, let me do this reset video for my students so that we can knock that one out the way. And then I will come and do a quick reset yeah, we'll talk about the reset for my account. So here we go. So for my students, welcome in guys. You all know that we are resetting because many of you all have taken a course. You signed up for the course years ago. I've gotten so many emails lately about how you signed up 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and you still haven't been trading. And I know from experience that just recently the stock market moved over 1,400 points. The S&P 500 literally moved 1,400 points in the last 3 months. And if you were not in it, then you probably lost out. So we don't want that to happen again. I want you all to be trading and ready to go the next time another opportunity like this comes around. So we're all getting back in. We're resetting, we're getting back into trade and travel, and we are starting anew. So let me show you what our community coordinator, Elise, has put together for you. And we're all doing this together as a team, but she's going to be your main point of contact. So if you have any questions, reach out to students@tradeandtravel.com. That is for people who are actually students. If you are not a student, make sure that you're reaching out to our other line, hello@tradeandtravel.com. And Zephyr is there to help you in that inbox. So for my students, this is what we are doing as a community together this next 3 months. Let me share my screen and then we'll go forward. So here is the calendar. We built this based on a true college course. So when you're going through Stocks 101 or even Options 101, they're about 12 hours. Well, Stocks 101, let me actually just show you how many hours it is. So this is the syllabus, and you guys have this inside of the course, but it shows you every single video, every single assignment, and how long it takes. So you can see the minutes here. Also down here at the bottom, it says a sum. So with just the videos in Stocks 101, it's 10 hours, 9 minutes. But then that does not include all of the coaching calls and assignments. That's going to be a little bit of additional time. But your syllabus, you have this to look at, and then we put it into this calendar view. So if you were to take that syllabus and then say, okay, Teri, I'm going to do 1 hour of work each week. You know, we're doing bite-sized pieces to get you through the course. What could that look like? Then this is the calendar that I would give you. I'd say, okay, well, inside of the course, the first 3 videos are these 3. The welcome and legal for me. Then you have a welcome to the course video. And then you have building a trading plan that works for you video. And remember that you also have on top of this, you have that Excel sheet I just showed you with the amount of time for each one of these, but this will take you about an hour to look at those 3 videos. So this first week, that's what we want you to do. We want you to look at these 3 videos. This is what that looks like inside of the course for any of you guys that are like, I'm a visual learner, Teri. What does that look like? So inside of the course, we put all of this information for you, that syllabus that I just showed you, the Excel sheet, also um, the PDF version inside of a calendar. You have all that here inside the course. On this left-hand side, these are the 3 videos that we have for this week. First is the legal disclaimer. Looks like this.
So one is,
Then the welcome to the course. Looks like this. And it also has a handout below, so don't forget to look for that handout. And then this is the building plan video. And it'll play and you'll go through all the intro, and then it also has the worksheet there for you. So this week, following along with our syllabus, those are the 3 that you would look at inside of the course. Okay? And then don't forget that you're following along with this calendar. So check it off once you do it. You can do these because they're all self-study. You can actually do these at any time in the week. So if you say, well, I don't have time on Monday and Friday, but I have a full hour on Wednesday, then watch all 3 on Wednesday. We separated it out just so that it could be bite-sized nuggets, but I'm treating myself as the professor. And if I was a professor in a class, I'd probably give you a 1 to 2 hour lecture each week, and then you'd go off and do your homework. So what we did here is we said, okay, well, if we broke it up to about an hour of time each week and spread it out, what could it look like? My hope is that by us doing this for you, then you now can be able to go in and like get it done. Right? Like you could just commit, like, hey, I'm going to do an hour a week. Even if you say Monday, I'm going to do an hour each Monday and knock out whatever is on the schedule. This is a do. So there's some watches and then there's some do. I'm going to build my trading plan on this day after I've watched the videos for this week, right? This should allow you to be able to break this up and do it really simply. And like I said, right now we have them kind of spread over 3 days, 2 days here, 3 days here. You can also put everything in this week into one day, and it equals about an hour to 2 hours of time a week. Okay? If you spend an hour to 2 hours a week, then you would be done with this course in 3 months. So you see all of this, you'd be done through September, and then into October, you'd be done. And then we actually kept going for those that are in stocks and options starts after stocks and goes into the end of the year. So if you're really committed and you're like, I needed bite-sized pieces, well, actually, it goes into the beginning of January. So that's like our whole curriculum. It's a lot, right? Some people are like, Teri, I don't understand why your course costs so much. Because of this. Do y'all see all the stuff that we have put in here? It doesn't seem like a lot, but when you put it out on paper and you're trying to learn it and do it all, it is a commitment. I will admit it is a commitment. But when you go through this, I believe that you'll be a better trader and you'll be able to make some money. So that's the goal. Okay. So for those in the reset series, that's what it is. We are breaking up the course into bite-sized pieces each month. You have 2 different ways to view this. You can view it in the calendar view like this, or you can view it in the Excel version like this. We have these complete by dates to just say, okay, like these 2 videos completed by this week, these 3 videos completed by this week, right? Trying to get it in about an hour of time each week. And what else do I need to tell you? There's this drop down over here. So if you like to be able to check things off on the list, you could print this or just come in here on the drop down and put yes or no. And then lastly, and then as a community, we have our Stocks 101 Facebook group. So as a community, we're all doing this together. I'm going to be watching the videos too. So as a community, we're also putting in a post here several times a week to just say, hey, are we on the right track? So this is the first post here where it's welcome to week 1 of the reset series. What's one thing you're looking forward to as you go through the course as a community? And you can input your comments here. We also have some of our other students in here that are commenting. So really excited to be engaged with you all again here in this space. So I hope that you guys understand all of this, and we look forward to having you this semester. This is going to be so much fun. And for those that are wondering, like, oh man, like, is it too late to get started? Nope. We actually are just starting now. And as I said, we're doing this in bite-sized pieces. So even if you're coming in a little later, you can catch up. It's only about an hour. The way we binge watch Netflix, we can do this. We really can. Uh, but I think this is going to be a great journey for all of us in the community. And I can't wait for you all to really get back into investing. And I'm saying that as somebody who's had wins and losses, but I just think it's so important for the stock market to literally move 1,400 points and so many of you all not to have been involved at all. That's not good. So it's time for us to make our money grow. Alrighty. So let me stop sharing here. And I'm going to check real quick to see if there's any questions before I jump off in case any of my students are here on YouTube. And then I'm going to stop this recording and then we'll start a new recording for how I almost threw up when Facebook reported. Yes. All right, real quick, let me check to see if there was any questions here for me. And then we'll keep moving forward. Hey guys, hello, hello, welcome in. Oh, good to see you. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Dr. Jessica. Yes, okay, great question. So, Lady of Faith says, is this calendar available if you signed up a couple years ago? Yes. This whole program is free for people who are already students. If you're in Stocks 101, Options 101, Trade and Travel 1.0, Trade and Travel 2.0, then you have this in your Teachable account. So just go back into Teachable and log back in and you'll see it. We enrolled everybody who was in Trade and Travel 2.0. We enrolled you into Stocks 101, which is really just the first half of your Trade and Travel 2.0, but the updates, right? I did all those new videos. So we enrolled everybody into this. Literally, I think I saw over 16,000 students that we were enrolling into this. So you all have access for free. Just go back into Teachable, into your trade and travel course, and log in. Now, if you did the starter kit, you don't have access to this because you're not in the full trade and travel program. So yeah, you'd have to go ahead and upgrade into Stocks 101 or actually get the actual course. But no, if you're already one of our students, you have access to this for free. Just log into Teachable and everything is in there. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. I see Megan saying thank you. I see a lot of thank yous. You are so welcome. My pleasure. Yes, the calendar and all of it is in that section that says reset series. That's where the calendar and the spreadsheet are located. Okay. So yeah, you guys have this. Just jump on in. And I'd love to see you. Please share with us how you're doing in the Facebook group. We're going to be there interacting with you all a few times a week on each of, all these assignments. And we're taking it in baby steps. As you saw that first this week, I feel like if we were in a college course, the first week, you're really just getting familiar with your classes and your schedule. So it's not deep, deep just yet. But I will say I updated the the trading plan. You'll see that it's 41 minutes. Make sure you stay till the end because I do the full Invest with Teri method on some stocks in that very first video. And then we go through the rest of the course. We didn't have that before. Before, like I didn't really share the whole method until the end, but this time I share it in the beginning so that you know what's going on. And as you're going through the course, you're just okay, I'm reiterating what I learned before. Okay, now this part makes sense. Now this part makes sense. Now this part makes sense. Okay. All right. So I hope that's helpful and I can't wait to see you guys in the series. Alrighty. All right, I'm gonna stop this one and then YouTube, give me like 2 minutes and I'll be right back and we can talk about how my portfolio is doing since the big 400K loss. All right. See y'all in a second. Oh, hey, Anthony, I see you in there. All right, I'll see y'all in a second.